Irregular heartbeat can speed dementia. Earlier onset of dementia is linked to the rapid, irregular heart rhythm of atrial fibrillation. People who have atrial fibrillation develop dementia at younger ages than those without AFib, finds a study that shines a light on the relationship between heart health and brain health. The research was published in Neurology. Atrial fibrillation, also called AFib, is a common heart condition in which the heartbeat becomes irregular, putting a person at higher risk for stroke and heart failure. In the aging U.S. population, both AFib and dementia are on the rise. Stroke is known to affect brain function and cause disability, but the effect of the AFib that comes before stroke has not been clear. I have been interested in the overlap between heart health and brain health for a long time, says Evan Thacker, Ph.D., an epidemiologist and author of the study, who is on the staff of the Cardiovascular Health Research Unit at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. The connections between atrial fibrillation and brain function are now coming into focus, says Dr. Thacker. We studied atrial fibrillation in particular because several studies in the past showed cognition test scores were lower at one point, but did not track scores over time as people got older, he explains. As people get into their 70s, 80s and 90s, scores tend to go down, and we wanted to see if that would be true for patients with atrial fibrillation as well. As people's cardiovascular systems become less healthy, they need to think about the impact on the rest of the body, says Thacker. The heart-brain link, the study that followed 5,150 healthy participants, aged 65 and up, for an average of 7 years, found that 552 of them developed AFib. This amounts to 11% of the group. To screen for brain function, participants took a test of memory, orientation, calculation and verbal fluency each year. Scores below 78 correct out of 100 pointed to possible dementia. Over time, scores went down more rapidly for people with AFib after they reached age 75, by an average of 2 points every 5 years. Related, underuse of blood-thinning medication ups stroke risk. As they aged, people who were diagnosed with AFib developed dementia 2 years earlier on average, at age 85, compared with age 87 for people without AFib. People who were diagnosed with stroke were not included in the study, so the acceleration of dementia was not thought to be due to stroke. But in the patients who had AFib, silent strokes caused by undetected clots may account for some decline in brain function. People who developed AFib in the study were more likely to have other heart conditions, including hypertension, coronary heart disease, heart failure. Treat the heart problem, save the brain? It's possible that any or all of these heart conditions influence brain function. What's clear is that heart health and brain health are connected as we age. According to Thacker, one of the reasons people with atrial fibrillation get cognitive decline may be due to small blood clots in the brain. Taking blood thinners may help, like they help prevent a stroke. He adds that investigators hope to figure out which heart or blood clot or other medications may prevent loss of brain function in the coming years. Treating atrial fibrillation could help lessen dementia that comes with aging. Tweet cardiologist William Abraham, MD, an everyday health columnist, professor of internal medicine and chief of the Division of Cardiovascular Medicine at The Ohio State University College of Medicine in Columbus, puts the findings into practical perspective. Atrial fibrillation is often a result of high blood pressure, so controlling high blood pressure may be a way to avoid both atrial fibrillation and the associated earlier dementia. Moreover, once atrial fibrillation occurs, the present findings support a more aggressive approach to treatment, cardioversion or atrial fibrillation ablation, as another possible way to avoid earlier dementia. The mental decline of dementia has been linked to aging, and so has atrial fibrillation. But dementia is not a normal part of aging. Instead, it is a set of symptoms including decreased brain functioning, changes in memory and language skills and, sometimes, delusions and hallucinations. Earlier dementia is a heavy burden for the aging patient and caretakers. Patients with dementia often need care 24 hours a day, and they may require constant supervision in order to remain safe. Treating heart conditions like AFib, high blood pressure, and heart failure could help lessen the dementia burden.